What is goody chat? Welcome to my channel and welcome back if you have already been here. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm waiting. Thank you. I know it has been a minute since I've uploaded. I'm so sorry. Get ready with me while I tell you my first fight story time. Okay, so where to start? I really don't know. I think we'll back it up a bit though. This was 8th grade year, by the way. This is when I started switching schools a lot, right? So I was already going to this one middle school and I was having a lot of issues with my mom at that point. Me and my mom are perfectly fine now, but I think at that point we were having a lot of issues. And I had just got caught for doing things 8th graders shouldn't be doing. And I'm not meaning like sexual things. I'm meaning like... And basically, it was kind of just like, you're moving in with your dad. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. So I go to move in with my dad, and my dad lives in a different neighborhood. He lives in, I wouldn't say ghetto. I would not say it's ghetto, but I would say it's definitely more raunchy. You know, like definitely more where people think they're okay to act gangbanger, whatever, you know? So I move over to this new city, and I move into this new school. It's halfway through the school year, right? And I am like, it's hard to make friends. It's so hard to make friends when you come into the middle of the school year. So I'm just like, okay, whatever, you know, like, it's fine. I make some friends, though, and there's this one girl. And I'm like, she's really cool. So we start becoming friends, right? We're gonna call her C in this story. Anyway, so I really liked that girl. So I thought she was a good friend to me. At that time, like, she was the closest one to me. The only one I would hang out with, and I was the only one that she would hang out with, too. So obviously, with your friends, especially someone that you would consider your closest friend at the time, you're gonna tell your friends who you think is cute. There's gonna be guys that you think are cute, obviously. So I see this one guy, and we're gonna call him Z. So I see Z, and I'm like, ooh, okay, like Z looks good, you know? And she's like, no, like he has a girlfriend, you know? And I was like, oh shit. Like literally I said, oh shit, like okay, like never mind. Because that's what one does. If you are a respectful bitch, if you're not a nasty grimy hoe, you're gonna say, oh, never mind. So I didn't really know, like she didn't really mention that they were friends. Like, so the next day I'm hearing stuff. Everyone's like yapping, and I'm like, what is this? Like, what is happening? And then the girl was telling everyone, oh, I'm gonna go press Mila because she said my man was cute and yada, 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 yada. So whatever. I hear that she's gonna come up to me and say something to me. So I'm like, all right, you know, I'm waiting on it. I see her a few times during school. I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? She comes up to me after school while I'm leaving school. She's like, hey, Mila. And I was like, oh, what's up? And she was like, hey, I heard you call my boyfriend cute, whatever. Like, I just want to see what that's about. Like, you know, like, what's that about? Like, what's the issue? Like, I hope there's not no issue. Like, you know? And I was like, no, like, I literally was told you he had a girlfriend. And that's when I literally said, no, like, okay, like, I'm off that, you know? Because as any normal person would do. And she was like, oh, okay, I just don't want to have issues, whatever, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. I don't want issues either. I just got to this fucking school. I just got to the school. Like, I don't want to have no issues. I don't want to have no drama. I'm tired of the drama. I was already tired of the drama at this point. She's like, okay, cool. That's all solved, right? Nothing happens. It's all good. So before I get to the actual fight itself, I'm going to tell you the background of what I didn't know was happening. So C. Let's bring it back to C. I didn't know how close C was with this girl. And also, by the way, I'm telling the full truth here. I'm not trying to pull no shit. I didn't know this fucking girl's name. Still don't to this day. And C. And I need that from C if I ever see you. If I'm ever back in that city and I see you, it's on sight. Anyways. Oh, I forgot to mention. After that girl had came up and talked to me about her boyfriend or whatever, she had went around telling everyone. She was like, oh, I pressed Mila. I pressed the fuck out of her. I pressed her. She was scared. I pressed her, whatever. And I only know that because there was just one guy in my class that like knew the girl, and he would like kind of talk to me about her, and like he would just tell me like stuff she says. I understand this was a very he said she said situation, but bear with me, it was middle school. But like I wasn't messy at the time. Drama, like I didn't used to like care to be in it. Like I would be like, I don't want to be in this, like I'm not having it. But now it was just like thug it out. Back to the story that I'm at. So I thought me and C were super close, super cool, super awesome, you know. And she starts telling the girl She's like, oh, by the way, the girl that I have no idea what her name is, I have no idea who she is. I didn't even know what grade she was in. She was a year younger than me, by the way, guys. Yes, I got my ass whooped by someone a year younger than me. Let's not get into that yet. So, oh, by the way, the girl that I have no idea who she is or whatever. I have no idea about this girl. I've seen her once in my face, right? When she came and talked to me. No idea who she is. So, see, my friend starts telling her, she's like, oh, Mila, she's talking shit about your family, your friends, you, everyone you know, everyone around you. She's talking shit about everybody around you. She's saying all of this shit, like, yada, 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 you know? By the way, I don't know this girl. I don't know who she's friends with. I don't know her family. I don't even know her name, her age, nothing. All I could say, I could give a description of her. Like, as if it was a fucking police report. Like, that is the best I could do for you with this girl. I keep getting concealer in my hair, and I don't know where it's coming from. Anyways, yeah. So, obviously, I understand on this girl's part. Like, I understand where she was coming from, right? But, bitch. Anyways, basically, she hears all that, you know? And, you know, people start telling me now, they're like, oh, she's gonna come fight you. Like, she gonna get you after school. And I was like, bullshit. Because I kept seeing her around school and she wasn't saying nothing to me. She kept just walking past me. And I even told the teacher right in front of her, I said, this girl keeps saying she's gonna fight me, but then did you just see her walk by? Like, I was kind of talking shit because I was like, fight me then. Like, that's the one thing that I hate. Never say, because I have anxiety. So when people are like, oh, I'm gonna fight you, it builds up. I don't like it. Either come up to me and fight me or leave me alone, right? Because I'd rather the confrontation in the moment either win or get my ass beat. It doesn't matter. And that's that. But all like the build up and the, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like, it's just like, I hate it. Just come up to me and start doing your shit, you know? Obviously, don't sneak me. So all that build up, whatever, and then I'm convinced she's not gonna fight me, right? I'm like, girl, bye, you know? So at the end of the school day, basically, I started walking home, you know? I started walking to my gate. I start seeing that girl, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, oh shit, like, here we go. All right, fuck, you know, you caught me. All right, fuck it, let's go, you know? But she's like, oh, you're fucking talking shit to me, you're fucking talking shit about me, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, I'm just staring at her, and I'm like, and she's like walking towards me, and I'm backing up, like, I'm like, we're just like, no, I was not having it. I was like, you're not going at me. And by the way, can I not mention, I don't mean this in a bad way at all, but this girl was significantly bigger than me, and I was pretty big at the time, but she was significantly bigger than me, and I was like, oh shit, like, I was like, oh shit, there was something coming at me, so I was like, oh, uh-oh, you know, oh, uh-oh. Anyways, I'm spooked. I'm like, oh shit, this bitch is coming at me. I'm like, oh, you know, like, damn. And then this girl, she ends up grabbing me by the back of my head. So we were like this, right? All of a sudden I see, whoop, and then I just feel, I'm like, I don't even know how she got me from back there though. That's the thing, because she had a grip on the back of my head, and I was like this, like I was straight up, like down. She just got a grip on me from back. She started hitting me, and I was hitting her back. Don't get me wrong, like, I don't think anyone, honestly, I say that I got my ass whooped just because that's what people say, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like, I don't really care if I got my ass whooped, especially since it was so long ago. But honestly, if we're gonna be real, if I showed you guys the video, which, you know, I'm like, what paywall can I put that behind? But if I were to like show that video, you guys honestly probably would be like, draw. We both hit each other the equal amount of times. I hit her equally as good. And it was 2 seconds. They put us off in 2 seconds. All school fights, by the way, if you're gonna fight at school, they're all gonna last 2 seconds. I promise you that. I promise you, if you're in a place where it is like, unless you specifically go to an area where there's nobody around there, there's no cameras, no security, whatever, you're gonna get in trouble quick. You're gonna get, and that's the thing, I don't think it's worth it to fight at school. Fight literally off grounds of school. But I think that you're low-key scared if you fight off of school. I mean, if you fight in school, because you know that someone's gonna break you up. But I remember after the fight though, like, I didn't go back to that school because I was so new there that I was like, It's so embarrassing. I just got to the school. I basically lost the fight to a girl a year younger than me. And I was like, I'm not going back, fuck it, you know? So there was this one kid in my class. His name was A, right? That's what we're gonna call him. And A just like, he would text me and he hated me, right? Like he hated me, but he acted like he had a crush on me. And it was so confusing, I don't know. But he like, after the fight, like he bullied me. He was like, oh, you got your ass whooped, yada, 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 yada. But I remember like, he was so confusing. He was such a confusing character because like when I was dating his op, like me and him were cool, you know? But like when me and his, not dating, sorry. When I was like messing with his op, like me and him were cool, but then after that, like we weren't. And I feel like, I don't know, isn't that weird? But anyways, guys. Whoa, I look spooky. Okay, just remember everyone flaming me. Like everyone just like jumping on the bandwagon and being like, But I did not go back to that school after that. I was like, you got me fucked up if I'm going back there. No, not going back after I got my ass whooped, which may be more embarrassing, but fuck it. I did not give a shit at the time. It was life ending. That was life altering. At that point, I was like, fuck no, I'm not going back. Nope, never. I ended up, oh my gosh. So I ended up going back to that city. And I ended up going to the high school that everyone ends up going to from that middle school, right? And just for a little bit, like for a week, I promise, for a week, not even that. I didn't even show up the full week that I was supposed to go. Just like, I felt like eyes were on me, like people could still tell it was me. Oops. People could still tell it was me, and like eyes were on me, dude. Like I swear, like and I have no friends either. I didn't make any friends. Like I made some maybe like class friends kind of, but actual friends, I made none of those. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna ask you guys if I'm the problem. Because why can I never tell if I'm the issue? Because I feel like I have so many problems where I'm like, you have beef with me for no reason. There's no reason for you to have an issue with me. It's so many people too. And I'm like, am I just delusional and I don't see the fact that I'm the problem and I did some shit? Or are these bitches just fucking weird and crazy? I don't know. I can't ever tell. So, let me know, guys. I don't know where my mascara or my lash curler is, so I'm gonna just do my lip combo real quick and then I'll do a little outro. We'll keep asking for a Nalga's review. Not gonna happen. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Let me know if you guys would watch my second fight story time, which I'm a little more scared about, a little more risky to talk about, but it's okay. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this video. Comment down below. I've been really wanting to do a Q&A. I don't have enough questions. So please, for the love of God, ask me questions down below, please. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please subscribe or we're gonna fight. And that's a threat. Okay. Just kidding, YouTube. Bye, guys. I love you so much. Thank you guys for supporting me and watching me. Please like the video. Also, comment down below. The pumpkin emoji if you watch the video all the way through. So, because, you know, I gotta know if you're a real fan or not. I gotta know if you're cool or not, you know. So, you know, love you guys. Bye.